I love wrestling.
Check us out.
And we love wrestling.
We love wrestling. Watch that.
I'm even rapping.
What's up, guys? This is JC Storm. And if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling.
And we love wrestling.
We love wrestling.
I told you.
We love wrestling.
Welcome to Women in Wrestling. Ooh! Today, I want to introduce the person, but I feel like I have to read off some words to you before we go into this so you know what she's about. She's luminous, luminous, full of, or shedding light. That's what she's going to do here for you today. Elemental. Well, the first definition is primary or basic. But the second one is related or embodying the powers of nature. When we talk to her, you'll find out that she does have the powers of nature on her side. We have Miss JC Storm. Ooh. Hey, yeah. I didn't know she still had the pom-poms.
Oh, come on.
I love them. I don't care. I love it. It'll be fun.
What's up, guys?
How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good. It's an awesome day. It's raining outside. So, what more can you ask for?
Are you causing all this rain to happen?
Oh, goodness.
Listen. I like to say that without rain, nothing grows. So you need a little bit of rain here and there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back to that one, people. But, before we get started, I always ask this question so we can get it out the way. Is why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
Oh, my God. I've been in love with wrestling since I can remember, literally. Maybe like 2 or 3 years old. I don't even know if you remember your memories from that young. But I have a sister. It was with me and her, and my dad used to watch wrestling back in the days, and we used to pass by the living room. He used to be like, hey, come see wrestling. And me and my sister would sit down. After like 5 minutes, my sister would dip and leave, and I would stay there watching wrestling with him all the time. So I feel like that's where my passion for it started growing. And then on top of that, all my male siblings, like cousins, older cousins, everyone, we all used to play fight wrestling. I used to always play with them. Not saying that I was like a little tomboy or anything like that. Nothing wrong with that. But, I would still play with my Barbies, but I was heavily into that whole fighting, throwing me over the shoulders, hitting the floor.
That's great.
I felt like she tried to take a shot at tomboy. She was like, not saying I'm a tomboy. I still have my dogs.
No.
But,
I feel like that's brothers. That's just what it is.
I feel like people, back then, I feel like people were like stuck in a certain category. Like if you liked Barbies and dolls, then you didn't really like this thing. So I was just trying to say that I liked everything.
You like everything. I always like to ask the wrestlers this question. Because when you talk to wrestlers, you find out they don't really have enough time because as much as they travel to pay attention to wrestling. What's one of your favorite things happening in wrestling right now?
Happening in wrestling right now? Oof. This is really good.
Ooh, or happening in wrestling in 2022?
There's just been so much. I don't want to sound like a super mark, but I feel like we're all marks.
Y'all got a little mark in us.
Yeah. I'm just like a super huge Brock Lesnar fan. So having, a lot of people hate on him, and when they see him on TV, it's like, oh, they're tired of him and stuff. But when they don't see him, they want him back. I've been a huge fan of him since forever. So just having him come back and being there like live for that and seeing where they're developing his storylines is super cool for me. Also, seeing some of these women wrestlers come back from injuries, severe injuries, and still being able to kick ass in the ring. That was something super cool to see this year as well. There's just a lot. It's a lot that you try to like keep up with, you know. I feel like with wrestling, there's like something new every single day.
There is.
Women are taking over, though. That's all I gotta say. Everywhere,
True.
everywhere, women are taking over right now.
Yes, women are main eventing
Yes.
way more than they were.
You see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about it. You know, you said Brock Lesnar and everything. If people didn't know, if they go on your Instagram, we'll talk about. I mean, your Twitter. We'll talk about that later. You got to be at a WWE Monday Night Raw. How was that for you?
Oh my God, that was amazing. That, you know, you grow up watching WWE. So to be able to be back there backstage, get to know a lot of people and just see like the ins and outs that you don't see as a fan. And that was just an amazing experience. Like, I'm still, you know, like mind blown. Everyone's super professional. And it's just incredible.
Incredible things. Dora, we gonna go to you after this question.
Okay.
I got to ask JC this.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about Brock, talked about you being at WWE. I saw you and a certain person bump into each other who's like a big Brock Lesnar mark also. Queen Aminata.
Oh.
You know,
Okay, the queen.
very huge Brock Lesnar mark. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I see you mixing up with a lot of people out here. Are you and her going, you know, because she just kind of put her shoulder into your face and was like, boom.
I believe I pushed her back, but what? You know, we might, but we might not. I can't give up anything, but that I believe happened at Catalyst Wrestling. And currently, what is happening there is that there's a tournament for their women's championship, and she advanced in the match, and I just happened to come out and pretty much just a little reminder that I haven't had a match in this tournament, so you know, that's all I can say. But the next show is January 22nd, so you never know.
All right, we gonna
See it
we're
happen.
gonna talk about you in championships here also. You know how you was raising some hell this past summer, but go ahead, Dora.
Okay. Don't worry, my questions aren't crazy. They're just little like simple questions, like just to get to know you. So it's nothing crazy, I promise. Okay. What is your favorite meal?
Oh my God. I hope I don't sound basic.
People usually pick like 4 different ones, so don't worry. No, most people can't even pick one. They pick at least 3 or 4, so don't worry.
Okay. I'm Hispanic, so I'm like super simple. Rice, beans, chicken. I have to have a protein in there somehow. If I don't have chicken, I'll make like maybe egg whites. And I have to have a banana with my food. I don't know if it's weird. I don't know if people have heard of it, but I have to have a banana. Not like cooked, just like a regular yellow banana with my food. It tastes so good. Don't look at me like that. If you haven't tried it, it's so good.
No, I love
I'm
bananas.
like, you eat it at the end or
no, with the food. Like mixed with the rice and the beans and the banana.
oh.
It sounds crazy, but it's so good.
It's good.
And
No,
I kid you not, if you haven't tried it, you should.
Okay.
And then I guess for a cheat meal, pizza. Just plain cheese pizza. There's so much carbs in that, but who doesn't love a good pizza? I mean, you could just work it out afterwards.
Yes, exactly. And just cheese is so much easier than adding everything else to have to cut all that out. Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah, I I don't know how I feel about people when they eat pizza with pineapple.
I'm not a fan. I don't get it.
For the pineapple people, I'm not.
Sorry, pineapple.
I haven't added, but what's wrong with the pineapple?
What do you mean for the pineapple people? Are you trying to make me look bad? I'm just saying pineapple don't belong on pizza.
I agree. One of my friends likes that, and I'm like, please order your own pizza.
Are you judging people though for putting pineapples on pizza?
No. Never judging. I'm just like stating the
preference. Stating preferences.
I don't know. Seems like we pineapple shaming today. I don't know.
Hey, I like pineapples by themselves, just not on my pizza.
Oh, I miss.
She's making points though.
Okay. Let me see. Where is the other question? Do you have a favorite cloud shape?
Oh, I like the nimbus.
Is that the regular, like the normal cloud that's always out? Is that?
Yes. So I have a shirt. I don't know if I should just run and get it, but it's really funny. It's like a boss. You know what? I'm gonna get it. Just give me like 2 seconds. That's funny. I have like a. I don't know. It's like an evil little cloud here too.
That's so cute. I like it.
The crop top, right? It's this shirt. It's like a Bob's Burger reference shirt. And it says like corn on a cloud, and it's funny because if you really look here, there's like a cloud dog.
That's so cute.
And on his collar, it actually says Nimbus.
That's adorable. Oh my gosh. Where did you find that? Or did you make it?
I made it, yeah. This is one of my merch shirts, yeah.
I like that. That's cute.
You making shirts too?
What do you
mean? Everybody has shirts. You know, I had to make sure my shirts were different.
Okay.
Which is really cool. That's a cool fucking shirt. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, next question. Since I asked the cloud question, do you have a favorite cloud color? Because I know you bring out the cloud. Is there a certain color you like more than others?
Ooh. Even though the blue looks really cool because you're like able to see more that it's a cloud, I like the green, not just because it's my favorite color. It just looks like evil and dark and like weird. And it also looks maybe like a rotten fart, but no, but it looks really cool because it's like a dark green, and then stop.
I was waiting for you to do it too. I was like,
oh my god, that is hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Fun combo here, people. Let's go.
Okay. What is something or someone that can always make you smile?
Oof. I feel like wrestling. I don't know. I'm just like so invested in it, and I've loved it for so long that even when I'm like having a bad day or going through things, I usually just turn on my TV, put on YouTube, and look up like back in the days old wrestling.
Yeah,
like your basic wrestling. But I don't know. That's one of like my favorite style. Just like your super basic, because there's a lot that goes on in wrestling nowadays, which I love, but it's also good to see how back in the days it was just so simple, and that was just perfectly fine,
Oh, good. Okay, my next question. If you could be reincarnated as any animal, what would you want to be reincarnated? Mystical creatures count as well, just to let you know. In case it's like a dragon, those count as well, just so you know.
Okay. Oof. All right. Hear me out. I always wanted to be a shark.
Ooh,
But then I started watching Discovery a lot, like the Discovery Channel, and I realized that I don't want to call them killer whales, but orcas, They're like super badass. They're like even worse than sharks. But sharks, I'm not saying that sharks are worse, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like they're pretty tough. So and you know, it's like black and white. Like they like fashionable. Yeah, I think I would probably be an orca.
Okay, no, that's cool. I want to be a hippo. I originally wanted to be a giraffe, but I want to be a hippo now. So those were
That is a first.
Yes. Well, it was like I basically went from elephant and then I went to hippo and then I went to giraffe because I just wanted to be something big and kind of slow, but could also kill you, you know, at the same time. That's how I feel about it.
You know, okay, I'm not gonna mention it, but I was gonna say I know a pretty interesting fact about giraffes.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, go ahead. Actually,
So of course, I thought I was watching the Discovery Channel. I'm like a little nerd. I'm okay with that. But I realized they were saying the other day that when they give birth, they let out like an odor to they let out an odor to like enemies. So usually what they do is they throw dirt on the baby giraffes
so
or
they
the
don't smell
mothers
it.
and aunts. Yeah, so they don't smell like that. So that way the enemies and stuff won't find them. Pretty interesting. Pretty smart.
Oh, that is smart. No, my reasoning as to being a giraffe is just because I saw The Hangover when Alan was driving and he killed the giraffe when they were. That's why I said I don't want to be a giraffe. I don't want some rich white man to come need me and then take me out of the zoo and then I die. So
Wow.
that's why I don't want to be a giraffe anymore.
Look at him laughing. What animal would you be?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never. You always ask this question. I never even thought about it.
You never thought of an answer?
Maybe a scorpion because I'm a Scorpio. I don't know.
Oh my God, no wonder. This explains so much now.
What does that mean?
This explains, yeah. You hold on to grudges too? Like you forgive, but don't forget.
Oh, yeah, I don't forget none. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, all right.
My daughter, my youngest daughter is a Scorpio and my oldest daughter is a Capricorn. So they be going at it a lot. Their arguments are really funny though.
We all about having fun.
My sister's a Scorpio and my cousin too, and I get it. I get it now.
Yeah,
you act like I did something. I ain't did nothing to nobody. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What is it? What is your favorite scent? Like, what smell do you like?
This is. I don't know, because like when I think of scent, I think of like perfumes, but I never really thought about it in the sense of an actual scent. I don't know. I guess I like maybe the forest. You know, like that fresh
Like the earthy
outdoors. Yeah, but like outdoors, like when you go to like PA and it's winter, like that outdoors. Not just like down Florida. I'm outside.
Yeah, like cut grass and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a nice smell.
Okay, let's see. Do you have any traditions that you like to do before matches?
Yeah, I always pray.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh.
I always pray. Just for like simple things, like you know, to have fun in my match, to be safe in my match, both me and my competitor. Just simple little things. Yeah, I pray into my little cloudy.
How cute! I like that.
It's funny. Somebody caught me in a video too one time, and they sent it to me, and I was like,
"You're like, get away from my prayer. This is for me right now. Go away."
I mean, it looked pretty cool because the cloud was on already, and it was dark, and then I'm just there like this, and I'm going like this, and they sent it to me, but I was just like, wait, what the? I gotta
This
see
is
where
a
I'm
personal
praying.
moment, but thank you. That's cute. Okay, let me see. I think that. Oh, okay. Last one. I swear. Okay, if you could be anyone else for a day, who would you be?
Oh my God, Sting.
Sting?
Yeah, 100%. Not because of the scorpion thing. Just because just because he's my favorite wrestler of
Yes,
all time.
those is so cool.
Yeah.
Answer. Are you good?
He's like,
What are you doing right there?
Huh?
What are you doing? What's so interesting?
Oh, I'm taking notes. You know what I'm saying? I write notes, and then I do it on the phone when we do
Okay,
it.
well, write down you're a Scorpio and look up what you mean. Just so you know.
Right now, I'm a Scorpio and look at what?
Look up what your habits and stuff. Just
I know the habits of a Scorpion.
What are they? Tell us more.
We not getting ready to do this right now. No, people. Let's ask a serious question since we here. JC, let's go here then. The most serious question I ask on here is to determine how the rest of this interview go.
Stop it. That's not.
It does. It really does. I mean, if you pay attention, you know what I'm saying. The Rock or Stone Cold?
oh my God, how are you guys gonna do this to me?
I mean, there's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah, there isn't no right or wrong.
All right. I'm gonna go with The Rock.
Dean. Where's the dog?
Let's go, people. Let's go, people. We are.
What's the count now?
We are 6-4.
Dean.
The Rock has come back. We were at 5-1 for Stone Cold.
Rams is winning, yeah.
When we started the new year, but we are at 6-5 right now. As we keep
that's
moving.
crazy.
I love Stone Cold. I love The Rock, but I just like Stone Cold is like, it's the Texan in me. It's the just growing up seeing him. Not that I don't love The Rock. I know I love everything he's done, but I just, Stone Cold is my preference.
JC good in my book. Now we're gonna have some fun, JC.
I love Stone Cold too, and they're both bald. I love bald guys.
Too.
But the Rock,
Shout out to all my bald head bros. We bald out here. You know what I'm saying. We got no hair. You know what I'm saying. Bald head bro stuff. But JC, let's circle back. So you was a fan growing up, fighting with your family members and everything. But how did you yourself get started wrestling?
Oh my God, this is a funny story. Always wanted to be a wrestler, but my parents are, typical Hispanics. You need to go to school, you need to have an education, you need to finish everything, blah, blah, blah. So once I finished high school, I was like, before that, I was like, I was growing up, I was like, I want to be a wrestler. And then she's like, that's not a real career. Like, you need to go to school. And I'm like, but they're doing it. So, and she's like, you need to go to school. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah.
Finished high school. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe I can do it now. And then she's like, no, you need to go to school. You need to continue school. I'm like, all right. Well, then I guess I got to go to college. So I went away to the University at Buffalo. Shout out UB.
Yeah, hold on. Stop. I ain't never heard nobody. I ain't never heard nobody shout out UB.
UB, University at Buffalo. Bulls.
Right. Go ahead. Go Buffalo.
Listen, I got to perform at Buffalo, so that was like a checklist for me. But going back to this, I went to school, finished, came back, had my job, had my car, had my life together, and I was just at work one day and I was like, I'm a full-grown adult. Like, can't nobody tell me anything anymore. I'm gonna go sign up for wrestling. So I started up looking schools. I already knew of some schools in Brooklyn from before when I wanted to sign up. I knew about Long Island, but I was like, to go from after work and all this is a lot. So I signed up for House of Glory one day. I didn't tell anybody, and I just started training, and I never told my mom. And the reason she found out was because I broke my arm at training one day. And I had to get surgery. And then she was like, oh, like we're gonna, because I was like, oh, it happened at work. Like I fell down the stairs. And she was like, we're gonna sue your job. And I was like, all right, well, we cannot sue my job because it didn't happen at work. She's like, well, what?
Where did you work as at the time that you could be falling downstairs? And it was like that was great.
I was a pharmacist technician. I have a technician's license.
Yeah, you can. I don't even know how to make up a lie for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm a wrestler, and that she was just so pissed, but she saw like how determined I was to like get right back on it. I used to go to training and sit like next to Amazing Red with like my sling on and like my notebook, and I used to just watch everybody train while writing stuff down like consecutively. And I think she understood. She understood the assignment. She knew that I was like gonna go right back to it. So she like slowly leaned into it, and now she's like one of my favorite fans.
I love that. It's hard with Hispanic parents to do that because my parents don't like anything that I do. Like I cannot. It wouldn't even matter. Like, and I've done so many different things, but no, it's just. It takes a little bit to get them to come around because it's like they're so not used to that being a career that they would have even thought of to like want to do in their life. So when we do it, it's just like, oh my gosh, is that real? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, she's only been to one of my matches, and I'm okay with that because the reason she hasn't been is because she's one of those like parents that doesn't want to see your child get beat up. So she's like, she wants to fly over the railings. And I'm just like, yeah, you cannot come.
Yeah, so, you're not gonna fight here.
She went to one where like my whole family came, and it was like 15 of them. So I was like, all right, they're good. They're gonna hold her. But I happened to win a championship that day, so
that's good. That's good. She didn't have to jump over the rails.
Let's bookmark the championship. But you said you found House of Glory. So House of Glory. Is it Amazing Red and Brian XL, I think is his name?
Yeah.
Were the trainers? How was that training with them?
That was great. They literally taught me everything from basics to being like my own little innovator and tapping into like the character I want to be and things like that. That's literally where I learned most of my stuff.
Now you Team Adams training?
So I was at Team Adams for a little bit. Yeah, I was there since last October. And then I was only there from like October to October, for a year and stuff. And then now I just been like bookings, weekdays, weekends. So, sometimes I go to Fallout, the Fallout shelter.
Shout out to the Fallout shelter. Joakim, that's my guy.
Yes, I love him.
Hey, that's the homie right there. Shout out to. So you, let me stop. Hold on. I'll talk to you later. I don't know. I was about to probably give up something, so I'm gonna stop. Shout out to Fallout.
This seems like the place to give out secrets.
No, we don't give.
He said no.
We know a lot here. We don't give out secrets here. We don't do that. We keep the kayfabe. We'll talk when it goes off.
We'll tell you after this.
We'll talk after. They see championships. Now you said your mom was there and you won a championship. Was that in the New Jersey where you won the championship?
Yes, that one was at Intense Wrestling Alliance.
Intense Wrestling Alliance. How many championships did you win in 2022? Because I know I saw you with one championship after. I don't know what happened in the match. I just know you won the championship. Just know she was the champion when the match was over. But how many championships did you win in 2022?
All right. Let me get my timelines correctly.
That's what happens when you're a winner, friend. It's confusing. You just have to. That's what it is.
No, because I'm just trying to recap. Because this is my second year, so this year my second year would end in April. because I started April 2021. So technically, like one new, I won two new ones in 2022, but I did hold three championships in 2022 because I still had my championship from 2021, and then I lost it, I believe, February of 2022.
Mhm.
That was my first championship ever. And then in April and May, I won the other two.
Oh, okay.
Telling you, I was watching one of those shows, and I said, "She is a menace. She got people out here beating people up. She coming out with the we would be remiss if we didn't talk about it. Coming out with Cloudy for all your matches. You know, he out here changing.
Absolutely.
Cloudy changed colors. I don't know if he's a he, she, they, them, but all type of colors out here matching your outfits.
They them.
Causing trouble.
Yeah, I actually have Cloudy's bodyguards who come out with me sometimes.
What's that? What's that about?
Yeah, they sometimes they help me in my matches. Sometimes they just assist me in my entrance. But if you happen to see them come out with me in my match, just
They're there for protection.
There's some crazy stuff's about to go down.
It's real crazy. But
I only bring them out when I need to.
Okay. Crazy stuff. You and Maserati did this crazy move at Ladies Night Out 12 at WrestleCade. I was watching, guys, let me tell you, I'm watching the show live, right? I hate to shout out Maserati because we still beefing, guys. Our beef will never end.
I love her.
She's such a great athlete, but her attitude is just stank with me for some reason. I don't know. Shout out to Maz. That's the homie though, but we feud and it'll never end. You
never gonna give up, are you?
No, we're gonna talk about it. You went off the rope.
Oh my god!
Huh? Sorry, I was getting a call. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
JC, you was going off the rope. Ma standing there. I see you do a flip, and she grab you right here on the shoulders. And I'm like, what is they doing? And then the strength it takes for you to pull yourself up and go over to land on the opponent. I think it was Jada Stone in the ring at this point. How do y'all come up with something like that? Because I've never seen y'all tag before. Like your first weekend meeting each other.
Yeah, I've met her once, and it just happened to be on a crossover event. I was doing a show for Beyond, but for the women's, and then the show right after us was the Women's of Army.
Women's Wrestling Army.
Yeah, Women's Wrestling of Army. So we happened to just meet there, but that we've never really wrestled together or anything like that. This was the first time. And when we were just going over stuff, and I'm like, hey, I think you're pretty badass. I have this idea. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but YOLO. And we went over some stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is go time. So we did it. Everyone was so amazed by it. I mean, I love that it came out great too. So we were just like, oh, we need to name this. And people are like, can we use that? In our stuff. What do you guys call it? So, so that way when we use it, we can shout it out as that's the move. So we did end up calling it Girl Code.
I like that. That's a cute name.
Yeah. So the whole point is, with Girl Code, I have your back. So I go off her back. So it's like we have each other's back.
Trust when the move happened, I posted the clip of it. Maz hit me up. She was like, yo, I was like, yo, this right here is some stuff right here. And then, had the little conversation. She told me I was looking for a name for it so they could, use it and everything. But shout out to that move because I was like, this is innovative and I wouldn't even thought that two people you never seen team up come up with something like this.
Thank
And
you.
greatness, just seeing the greatness happen.
Yeah. We just like instantly connected. Like after that, we were like, oh my God, we need to like tag and stuff in other places. We need to have like a match. It's gonna be great. Like
Yes.
she's
Great.
really cool. I like her.
She all right. Let's not put her over too much out here.
Oh my God.
Let's not put her over too much out here.
I'm gonna ask her about this beef.
Me too. I want to know the beef, friend. Let me
I
know.
got a whole video detailing where it went wrong at, and it was in 2021. She came on here and we was just having a cool interview, and I swear I forgot she did this, but at the end she was like, yeah, I'm making you relevant and everything. And I was like, damn, we just had a great conversation. And from there it's just been up. Every time we see each other, she come up, say something to me, I say something to her, and we just go back and forth now. You know, it's a fun thing.
What I said about Scorpios, they forgive, but they never let go. He said 2021.
But she the one who keeps it going. Like she'll see me at a show. Like I thought we was cool. Saw her at a show. She just came over to me. She was like, "Hey, put the camera right here on me. I'm the star. My number one fan came to see me everywhere I'm at." I'm like, "Yo." Like,
Okay.
and it just went up from that point. Like every time it's on and cracking when we see each other. But you know, it's fun. She good people, but don't tell her I said that. Jay, I got to ask this question. Somebody else we love wrestling with, Nicole. We've been having this battle, and for some reason she told me I have to start asking this question to people. It's about food. So I got to ask, do you eat grits?
Oh no.
Okay. Then you're free.
Oh, I'm off the hook.
You're off the hook. Because I was gonna ask a question. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Gary asked you the most offensive question I ask people, JC.
Oh my God.
I don't mean nothing by it. Have you ever heard the term? Have you ever heard the term getting your ass busted?
Getting your ass busted?
Yeah, man. I always ask. Do you remember the first time you got your ass busted in the ring?
My trainer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That one.
Absolutely.
That one when
Amazing
you broke
Red.
your arm, was it?
No. That was more like a freak accident. Like when I got flipped over, my hand just happened to ricochet so hard on the ring that it broke. It snapped. And you heard it, like it sounded like if somebody stepped on a branch. It was like, and everybody was like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
And then I like, but that wasn't like getting my ass handed. Like I got my ass handed with my trainer because he likes to do this thing where like, you want to get in there with your trainer and you want to be like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Like, you ready for this? Like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to go out there. Like, what you mean? Yeah, I got my ass handed to me. I got power bombed on a chair and everything. Like,
I was just sitting here thinking, right? You said you broke your arm when you was training, and that's how your mom found out. Did they put like any metal plates in your arm or anything? This is one of my favorite parts of the interview. I always say, JC's been out here. She started April 2021, had her first match, had her second match in June, I think, or July.
My second match was in June in Florida with Layla Gray.
But I got to ask, 2022, you've been out here, you traveling a little bit, you facing a lot of people, been on AEW, been on WWE, then on backstage, but you seen everything. Do you have three people? And we're gonna take out Miko Satomura because that's our Mount Rushmore around here. We know that's on your Mount Rushmore. That's who you want to face. We're gonna take that out. We know the people who want to face Miko. That's our Mount Rushmore. We know that. We're gonna put that name over here. We know that match. Do you have three other people besides her that you would like to face? But if you want to talk about Miko, we're happy to hear.
Other people that I want to face. obviously he's been on my radar list for a while, for a year now, which is Masha.
Masha
Damn
son of a bitch.
bitch. You know, and I think it's gonna happen very, 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 very soon.
I mean, if we listen to what you said earlier, I mean, never mind. Go ahead.
You pretty smart. Okay.
That's why I said I almost said something, then I stopped myself. So you know, I put two and two together.
You know, but I think it's gonna happen. You know, I also gotta give myself a little pat on the back. You know, I feel like I've been putting in the work, so I want to have like those matches with those top competitors. And she's definitely up there. I also want to make my way to the West Coast. So there's somebody I've been wanting to have a match with out there too. So we'll see about that. But her name is Sandra.
Sandra Moon.
Yes.
Shout out Sandra Moon.
So yeah, I hear nothing but good things, and I've seen her stuff too. So I've been keeping my eye out. So that's definitely someone on my list now too.
If y'all been
Top
paying attention, people, I'm gonna put right there when we interview Sandra Moon. Click on it.
I don't. Okay.
She said, I don't know.
I'm just putting the link on YouTube where they can click on the Sandra Moon interview if they're not familiar.
Yeah.
Two big
I
names.
definitely wanna get in the ring with her. And third, I'm trying to make it where it's like not all these TV people, so I'm trying to bring it down and see. I'm just so happy, you know, like all these women's have been like ongoing on the rise, and it's so cool to see, especially now where it's like now you have more options and like more opportunities to get in the ring with like different type of styles. West Coast, Central, East, it's like all different. Just like how the crowds are different, the wrestler, their styles and everything is so different. And I would like a one-on-one with La Rosa Negra.
Oh,
I love her. Oh my god.
Yes. We have some unfinished business.
I love that. I love it.
what's the unfinished business?
Well, we actually were in a match with a couple of other people together for this women's belt, which she won, but was it fairly? I don't know. You know, somebody could have been distracting me, so I wasn't able to break up the count. So obviously, I was mad and I attacked her after she won because she was flaunting it in my face. And then she had somebody come out and attack me from behind. Unbelievable, right? So I feel like I actually deserve a one-on-one with her.
Are you talking about was it NEW?
NEW, yeah.
New Evolution Wrestling. Yo, she walk around with that championship. And y'all know La Rosa the homie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she's great. She's great. I'm not knocking down anything, but I feel like I deserve my one-on-one because I was robbed.
People, I think she probably gonna get that one-on-one in 2023 also. I'm just saying if
if I gotta fly out to Puerto Rico, I will.
Okay, friend. Okay. Yes. I want to see that.
And you'll fly out for LAWE? That's
It's been on my watch.
Oh, okay. Look at you. Okay.
You know, I got to fly out all the way to Asia on my first year of wrestling, 4 wrestlings. So that's definitely one of the things I love about wrestling. I get to go out and experience and go to places where I've never been before. Like, who knew I was going to end up all the way in Nepal, like in the middle of China and India?
Mm-hmm.
And that it's like all thanks to wrestling. You know, wrestling brings you to places that you would never think that you would end up at.
Yeah, that's so cool. But
What's
that's
your experience wrestling over there in Asia and all that? How's that?
It's so different. Let me tell you, I was famous over there. And I got over here and then it's like, JC who?
So they treated you like a star over there?
Nah, but it's like that, yeah. Just for like anybody, I guess, who comes from the United States, it's like super big. And they don't call their shows like matches. They call it the games.
Oh, that's cute. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh shit, the Hunger Games, like it's crazy out here. But like it it was crazy. Like, you know, I got off from the airport. There was like paparazzi, people from the newspaper, everybody was like interviewing, and it's like straight to business, like, you know. But it was super cool. I got to go on a TV show over there. I was like on the news channel. They were like took me to a lot of places. The hospitality is super cool, super great. Everyone's super nice.
So
The
how do you
styles are a little different,
Mm-hmm.
but still somewhat the same where you can still carry a match, you know?
you did that in 2021?
Yes.
So how do,
The first week of December.
so how do you get an opportunity like that in your first year of wrestling?
Excuse me. Have you not seen me? Now let me
No,
stop.
not like that. Not like that.
You know, they hit me up on Instagram. I mean, I'm sorry, on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like their anniversary show, and it's something where they get two champions from different countries. And for the United States, they happened to actually hit me up, which I was like, wait, what? I just started wrestling. I suck, you know? But they hit me up and they hit up Holidead.
Oh, uh-huh.
So at first I was like, this can't be real, you know? So I hit her up and then I was like, have you heard of it? Because I did my research and it looks like they have hit her up before.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, you know, they're real. I just haven't got the chance to actually go. Things came up. And then I was like, oh man, like, I don't know, like, should I do it? And I was like, but what about if it's real? And like, then I say no and I miss the opportunity. I was like, YOLO, I'm going to keep my locations on and all of this. And like, it was, I don't know, something was just telling me to go. So I went and it was great. Like, they took care of everything, literally flights, hotel, all that. And I'm so grateful that I went because I don't like it was mind blowing to me. And they even took me to like visit around and explore. And it was just the views, the people, the culture. It was so cool. So
Oh.
cool. And they had like champions from different countries. Like I got to meet champions from like Pakistan, Dubai, somebody from Europe, different things. And I guess the reason they hit me up is because I had that championship, my first championship, because we had to take our belts.
Look at
Oh,
you.
that's cool.
Last two questions, then we're gonna go into our last spot where you put yourself over. JC, looking back on your
Yes,
2022,
yes.
how do you feel about it and your outlook on 2023?
Oh my God. I am super grateful with all the opportunities that I've gotten. Um, all the chances that these different promoters took on me just to even, you know, see. Because a lot of the times it's hard to get on certain promotions where they use the same people or things like that, or if you're not known as much. So I'm just super grateful to have gotten the opportunity for these places. But even just backstage and stuff, like I got to do extra work for Impact. I got to do extra work for MLW. I got to do extra work for WWE, and then I've got to actually perform on AEW about like 7 times now. So it's just all of that was in 2022. So that was just like, all right, you know what, you're doing something right. So just continue to do it, and just my plan for 2023 is just to hit the ground running. Like I have, obviously this year is starting out great. And I'm just going to continue to hit the ground running. And who knows, I'm probably going to make a lot of debuts in a lot of places that are on my bucket list. So just got to stay tuned.
A lot of debuts, a lot of places on our bucket list. You will meet JCC. It's jazzy when you say it, you know what I'm saying? I'm illuminating out here. She's shining bright. We'll meet JC in 2023 at some point. There's people out there floating your name around, different promoters. Let's just say that. So if they haven't already contacted you, probably get some contact for some people. But let's get over here and do it, people. I know a great place where that Rose and Maver match can take place at, but that's neither here or there. But guys, this is what we call the put yourself over moment. This is where you let the people know your social media ways they can connect with you. Let them know about your big cartel store where they can buy all the products that you got. She got some shades with some lightning on them and everything, guys.
All right.
We just want you to put yourself on.
She is. Let her do it how she wants to do.
I'm putting myself over. What's up, everyone? If you guys don't already know me, I am JC Storm. I hope you guys had a great time hearing me ramble on, but you can find me on IG at Luminous JC Storm. I think I'm going backwards, but you get it. It is the same thing for Twitter, same thing for TikTok. I need to get more on that, to be honest. I'm just not funny. But Facebook is pretty much JC Storm. You can buy all my merch on Big Cartel at Luminous JC Storm as well. It's the same thing. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. Hope to see you in person soon as well. And remember to BYOU, which means bring your own umbrella because it's gonna rain wherever I'm at.
I like it. That was good. That was a good one. Yes, pom-poms. Yes. I feel like maybe if you had pom-poms, you would understand like the.
Yeah. I think he's not getting it.
Yeah, he's just.
I don't want no pom-poms.
Why not?
Yeah, just let me know your favorite color, and I'm gonna bring you pom-poms wherever you're at next time.
My favorite color, light blue.
So how can you not like?
I know, because they're literally blue.
They're like blue and silver.
They got little handles.
Yeah. It's
so
like,
you're saying light blue and silver pom-poms is what you're looking for? Is that
I'm
what
not looking for no type of look, first off. I'm not looking for no pom-poms myself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You keep those to yourself. Guys, if you don't know, JC Storm, the Luminous, the Elemental. Do you still call yourself the Elemental one?
The Elemental JC Storm, yes.
You still from the city of Cloud9?
From the Luminous city of Cloud9.
I mean, Luminous is in your name, so they got to know it's Luminous already, you know what I'm saying?
It's just when they do it in shows, like normally, like the announcer would be like, hey, she puts the natural and natural disaster from the Luminous city of Cloud9, the Elemental JC Storm.
What is that?
I'm going to see if I remember it. Somebody asked me to be announced on a few shows in 2023.
Is that a microphone? Did you just
Okay. Let's see how you do.
You said the natural disaster?
She puts the natural in natural disaster. Wow. You know, like a natural disaster in the world?
I know what it is. I know I know what it is. I mean,
Just make sure you get it right. That's all she's saying. Like, you know.
she puts the natural and natural disaster from the luminous city of Cloud 9. Is that the next line? The elemental. Yeah. Oh.
JC Storm. Yeah.
JC Storm. Guys, we're gonna try this one time.
All right, I got you.
You got Pom Pom's ready.
My voice is too deep for this guy, so if you don't hear all the words, it's okay. The elemental J.
I wish I had a shaker thingy to be like, yeah.
I know. I'm gonna get you one too.
Shakers because you have the pom-poms. Or like a whistle, the little kazoo.
Ladies and gentlemen, she puts the natural in natural disaster. She's from the luminous city of Cloud 9. The elemental JC Storm. All right, guys, that cut and rip. That's beautiful, guys. Beautiful. JC Storm. I mean, the people listening, if you're on the podcast platform, come to YouTube, check out on YouTube. I mean, you might as well. If you want to see what she looked like, she's right there. It's a beautiful face, but she can wrestle. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the video version, go to the podcast platform because probably this has got cut down and you didn't get the whole thing. I mean, that's just what we could do so you can go to both platforms. We got Dora. She loves to explore, you know, in the battle. Over there. If you don't know.
Over here on me.
It's
right?
Yeah, you're over here.
Yeah, back.
Our fingers are going to be all different.
Right, everyone's going to be like
JC Storm. Boom. If you don't know her, make sure y'all go follow her. All the links will be in the bottom. We'll also put her link tree in there. I believe she has a YouTube page. Check it out. She posts her matches. Good stuff out here. Go on YouTube, type in JC Storm versus. That's what I usually do because, you know, I'll be looking at the matches and everything. And that's how you can find a lot of stuff. And me, myself, guys, I'm Trey D. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's too street for the culture. Ooh. I mean, when I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we You're not here, you missing out. Is this show?